In this Create Sell Bank module, we're going to go over the 20-minute business plan, which is often called the business model canvas. And this will be incredibly useful for your pitch. So, well, I guess it's the other way around. You know, the business model canvas is sometimes called the 20-minute business plan. I tend to look at it the other way. And this is what it looks like. It's got parts that, well, I'll blow it up, from your value proposition, which is front and center, all the way customer relationships, channels, customer segments, key activities, key resources, key partners, cost structure, and revenue streams. You're going to fill this out, and essentially those are the categories, and this is the order that you want to fill them out in. And the key part about this order is that this can support your pitch, and we'll talk more about that when we get to the next module. And there's a new version that's just come out about the business model canvas that might have social and environmental costs and social and environmental benefits. If they make your business case stronger, you might want to include those. Now, in the next module, we're going to go over the pitch, but you want to have a very strong opening. And once you've got that opening written, you want to pick the best statements from each of these categories on your business model canvas to include in your pitch. And then you want to close, you want to mirror your strong opening with a strong close. And you have 90 seconds to do it. So, this is from the business model canvas, the overview, the how-to, and, it goes through those particular segments, and then that you want to fill in. And then, here's kind of, you can see it all in one place here, from value proposition all the way through to number 9 with the cost structure. And let's go through those one at a time. The value prop, what value to deliver to a customer. If you're not delivering value, you probably don't have a business, or there's no reason for them to come to you. What the second bullet is probably the most important one, is which one of the customer's problems are we helping to solve? And that's typically your lead that you'll ask for. And what are we offering? And what are the customer's needs? And then there's some characteristics that are off on the right side that just kind of, this is not a complete list, but the newness, the performance, customization, gets the job done, design, brand or status, price, cost reduction, risk reduction, accessibility, convenience, usability. And you can talk about those. Jot down a couple of sentences in the first part of the value proposition. Customer segments. Who's your customer? And identifying those customers. Who's going to buy your product? Think about them. Excuse me. Who are your most important customers out of those customers? And you can look at those particular segments of mass market, niche market, segmented market, diversified, multi-sided. So channels are which channels do the customer segments want to be reached? How are we reaching them now, if at all? How are our channels integrated? Which ones work best? Which ones are the most cost effective? And how are we integrating them with customer routines? So the customer relationships talk about what type of relationship does each of our customer segments expect us to establish and maintain with them. And, is it a one-off? They're going to buy it and you'll never hear from them again? Is it going to be an ongoing relationship where you expect them to do something on a monthly basis? And have we established any? Have you done any to date? How are they integrated with the rest of the business model, and what do they cost? Revenue streams. For what value are our customers really willing to pay? And in order to find that out, you either have to do tests or you have to talk to a customer. And for what do they currently pay? How are they currently paying? How would they prefer to pay? Well, you got to ask them to find that out. And it's not just one person, you got to ask multiple people. And then how much does each revenue stream contribute to overall revenues? The idea here is that if you can create multiple revenue streams, you don't want one of those multiple streams to be 80% of your business and the others are just round off air. So you want to make sure that you've got your revenue streams each contributing. So that's what the last bullet is focusing on. Key resources is 6. What key resources do our value propositions require? What are our distribution channels? What are our customer relationships? What are our revenue streams? These are the resources that you want to talk about. And the types of resources down here are the physical, the intellectual property, the human, financial, and of course, those are what you'll probably need funding for. So, key partners, who are they? Who are the key suppliers? And which key resources from the previous section are we acquiring from partners? And which key activities do partners perform? And then motivations for doing a partnership are, optimization and economy, reduction of risk and uncertainty, acquisition of particular resources and activities. So 8 is key activities. What key activities do our value propositions require? Our distribution channels, customer relationships, revenue streams. And then the categories here are production, problem solving, platform, and network. 9 is the cost structure. What are the most important costs inherent in our business model? Which key resources are the most expensive? Which key activities are most expensive? Is your business more cost-driven or value-driven? And the cost-driven has the leanest cost structure, low price value proposition, maximum automation, extensive outsourcing, and value driven is you're focused on creating value. And it's a premium value proposition, which means you can charge more. So here's at realtimeboard.com. I refer to it as RTB, but Real Time Board, they've got an online business canvas. You have to give them an email and probably your first name, if I'm not mistaken, and last name to get a free account. And you can create your business model canvas here. And you can just click and go through the 9 areas and fill things in. Now, there's also a business model canvas. You can download it from the iCourse site. That's on item 3. But there's example business model canvases all over the web. There's canvases for Google and Uber, Facebook, or at item 1. And item 2 goes into a lot more detail about how to fill out a business model canvas. So assignment 6, I've enclosed a business model canvas template that you can fill out, and that will enable you to go in and for your business idea, complete a business model canvas or the 20-minute business plan.